Richard Bainham.
And I'm Joanne Richards, and we're from All About Writing. Today we're going to be talking about something that goes to the heart of story, and that is kindness. It may be a virtue in social situations, but it does you no good at all as a writer. Remember what Kurt Vonnegut said, put your characters through hell. It's an exhortation that I think we often forget when we write, and perhaps it's because we grow fond of our characters. We struggle to put them into testing situations. We want them to be safe and happy. We don't want to be cruel. But putting them through hell tests them. We see what they're made of. Instead of allowing them to find safe haven for the night, make them face another monster, even if that monster's only within themselves. Let them jump from the frying pan straight into the inferno. How they respond will tell us everything we need to know about them. It'll tell us whether they're ingenious. It'll tell us about their moral code and whether that moral code can stand up to the test. Do they grow cruel and think of revenge? Or are they brave, resourceful, and ingenious?
It puts me in mind of a book by Joe Simpson, the mountaineer. The book was called Touching the Void, and it tells the story of Joe Simpson and his climbing partner climbing a mountain in the Andes in South America. Joe falls and breaks his leg in two places, a very, very difficult and painful break. And he's dangling at the end of a long rope, and his partner has to make the terrible decision of whether to cut him loose and let him plunge to his death, or go with him, fall with him. So naturally he cuts the rope. Joe falls into 150 feet into a crevasse. His partner assumes that he's dead and makes his way down the mountain. Joe finds himself in this crevasse, unable to climb up and get out that way. So he takes the terrible risk of climbing downwards in the hopes that he'll find a way out. Remember, he's got a broken leg that's dragging behind him, a crushed knee. He finds his way out onto the glacier and then has to walk, hobble and crawl 5 miles across the glacier in the hopes that his partner hasn't yet abandoned base camp, because if he has, Joe will die. Anyway, the point is, he didn't die. He went on to write the book, which sold 2 million copies. Now, you couldn't invent a more harrowing ordeal for a fictional character, but what this book demonstrates is it shows us just how tenacious Joe Simpson was, it tells us how persistent he was, and it reveals his extraordinary character and courage.
So for the sake of your story and your character, show no mercy, be a sadist.